Hey, how you guys doing? This is James, and this is Have the Conversation. I like to talk about pop culture, world events, and special topics so we can live in harmony through having these conversations. Now, today I want to talk, like I said on my Facebook video yesterday, I want to talk about Christians and judgment. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because it's a well-known fact or a well-known mass opinion. More like a well-known fact, I guess, because the fact you can prove, but it's a thing. I'll say it like this. It's a well-known thing that a lot of people say that Christians are the most judgmental people. And I cannot really lie and say that they're not. I would say that the factor in there, and the key word in there, Christians are the most judgmental people. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this and the reason why it's important is because I think going forward in the future, I think we need to reclassify that. Because people are judgmental. Christianity is not judgmental. So when people come across a person who believes and they're a Christian per se, and they're saying that they're judgmental, I think that people really need to separate the belief system from the person, because people inherently are judgmental. It's the fact that we just so happen to be Christian, and the fact that it's judgment, or the fact that it's looked at as the fact that the person is looked at as judgmental is the person, not the belief system. If you remember the story of the prostitute in the Bible, there was a crowd that came to Jesus, or I can't remember off the top of my head exactly how it happened, but there was a crowd that told Jesus that she is a harlot, and she needs to die, or she needs to be punished, or something like that. But what did Jesus do? He said, go and sin no more. Right? So did he judge her? He could have punished her. But the fact of the matter is, they said what she did. He said, who of you has no sin? Cast the first stone. So, and the Bible also says, judge not that ye be not judged. So in that case, he was saying, all of you have done wrong yourselves. So why are you pointing at her for having done wrong too, when all of you guys have done wrong too? So the fact of the matter is, he sent her away because he's not going to punish her without punishing them. Because they all had a beam in their eye, and she had a beam in her eye, which was her lifestyle or what she had been doing. So I said all that to say this: human beings are judgmental. Some of them just so happen to be Christian. So I think everybody out there, separate the person from the belief system, because Christianity is not a judgmental belief system. People are judgmental. And there are spots in the Bible that say, judge not that ye be not judged, and judge with righteous judgment. Now bear with me, as I said in the video, I'm going to try to interpret that real quick. Judge with righteous judgment. I'm guilty of this fact myself. Righteous judgment, from what I can understand, and somebody out there correct me if I'm wrong, please, I would love to learn. Righteous judgment is judging yourself and taking personal inventory of yourself, as far as what you need to fix and what you need to grow in, and what you need to if you hear noise in the background, my landlord's doing the lawn, and taking personal inventory of yourself and what you need to grow in, what you need to fix, before you sit up there and look at someone else and say, hey, this is what's wrong with you, this is what's wrong with you, and this is how you can fix it. That's what is taking the beam out of your own eye before you take the splinter out of another man's eye or another person's eye. It's righteous judgment is first fixing yourself, or first looking at yourself and seeing what you have wrong within you, or seeing what you need to fix within you, before you sit up there and point the fingers at each other and say, hey, this is what I'm saying, this is what needs to go down. That is what righteous judgment is. And that's what judge not that ye be not judged, because once the majority of people who feel that they're being judged, they're going to sit up there and say, why are you judging me? And all this type of stuff. You ain't perfect either. It's because that person probably sees flaws in you that you haven't discovered yourself. So, yeah, that's my interpretation, or that's what I believe, that judge not, that ye be not judged, and judge with righteous judgment. Take personal inventory of yourself. I need to do the same thing. We all do. Before you look at someone else and say, hey, this is what's wrong with you. This is what I see. This is how you need to fix it. Because at the end of the day, we could all learn from each other. We could all grow with each other, especially during this time of uncertainty with the pandemic. We could all come together in unison and harmony and understand each other more and understand why we have quirks or something like that before we start pointing the finger saying, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, fix this, fix this. We need to take personal inventory and grow within ourselves before we start pointing the finger at other people. I love you guys. Thank you for keeping sharing my videos. I really appreciate that. Without you sharing my videos, these videos don't go anywhere. So that's what I think about judge not, that ye be not judged, and judge with righteous judgment. Love you guys. See you next time.